All right, hi everyone. I'm here with Mark from Days of Wonder, and we're going to talk a little bit about some of your iOS projects that are going on right now. I know the Kickstarter for Small World 2 ended a few months ago. I wonder if you could give us an update on that.
Sure. So on the digital side, we've been working pretty diligently. Actually, the engineers are working crazy hours right now, squashing bugs, as it were, and kind of doing the last minute detail. We've been in beta test for I think about 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 4 by now. Sort of finishing things up and getting ready for the iOS version, for the iPad version, and of course the Kickstarter we're also doing Android. So this is kind of the reference of what Small World 2 will be, and then of course we'll follow along right after that with Android and the other versions. So we're making good progress, and it will not be long before we have it in people's hands. So
awesome. Could you give us a quick reminder of the features that will be coming in Small World 2?
So when we did the original Small World, we had like 6 weeks to get it from start to finish. So it's a 2-player game. It really plays, locally only. So now we're adding the capability for people to play multiple players, to be able to play against multiple bots that are in the game as well, and also, of course, to be able to play online. So we're going to have all the online connections. So we have sort of like in Ticket to Ride, where you can hook up to the network. You have a group of players from around the world that you can play with. As you need to. So
awesome.
Beyond that, we've added a lot of really kind of fine-tuning and honing of the interface when you play the game. And if you want, I can show you a little bit, kind of a sneak preview.
Sure, that'd be great. We'd love it. Thank you.
So this is Small World 2, the beta version that we're doing here now. So as you can see, you've got solo play, face-to-face. You can still play with people in the same room. You can do pass and play, so you can kind of hand it around the table if you have multiple players, which is a little bit easier. It also keeps track of your games in progress.
Okay.
So if you're playing, because it plays asymmetrically. Asynchronously. Right. Thank you. I've been at GenCon for 2 days and I can't think straight anymore. Asynchronously. So you can start a game with somebody. It's fast enough to play live, obviously, okay. But you can also, play a turn, and unlike Ticket to Ride, they're not really micro turns. You actually do have to think a little bit about what you're going to do, and then it'll send a message out and say, okay, it's your turn now, so you should be checking and go and take your turn. So we've played and obviously as we're testing, we've been playing a number of games where we're playing it asynchronously. It takes a couple of days, and you finish the game, and it's kind of fun.
Cool.
So we do that. Online, quick play online with buddies, so you can actually specify your buddies that you like to play with all the time if you like to, and of course play a local game if you need to as well.
And is the online, is that going to be Game Center, or is it using
using our own? Using our own. So player one bot. If you want to play with more players, you can do that as well. So go here. Right now, these are the expansions that are going to be available. Of course, for the Kickstarter campaign, we had new expansions that are going to be available. The Kickstarter people will be able to play with the Royal Bonus. I haven't uploaded or downloaded the Be Not Afraid one, so that's still locked, if you will. And then the Cursed and Grand Names, which are the first 2 expansions that we ever did for the board game, are also available as purchases that you can add on here as well.
Okay.
So if you want to play, it's going to bring up the races. So I get to choose first, pick a race combo. Obviously, I can choose what it is that I want to do. Peace-loving goblins, that's no fun. Let's do the seafaring halflings. And you can see some of the other white ladies, hordes of, so from the other expansions that I picked as well. Right. Go here, and the interface will change depending on the number of players that you have, but basically you can, let's go here. Oh, I should have grabbed that other one, I thought. Oh well. So I can redeploy my troops. Oh, I have an event I'm supposed to be at. Scores my points. Tells me what I've got. And then, of course, I'm going to play against the bots. The bots are going to pick what it is that they want. And they're going to go out and conquer.
Okay.
All right?
Very cool.
So
awesome. And so this is definitely in beta test right now?
Oh yeah, we're not very far away from it. We're actually right now planning the email that's going to go out to all the Kickstarter people to let them know when it's going to be available, so they'll be able to get it, along with some of the other goodies that they may have gotten when they sign up for the Kickstarter campaign. So.
Awesome. And so it'll be for iOS users, it's just going to be an update. Is that correct?
Yeah. So if you have the existing version, the original version, you'll be able to get the upgrade automatically, if you will. And then, of course, not true for the Android users, the Kickstarter people, and of course, it'll be available for sale as well for people who didn't participate in the Kickstarter event. So.
And I know there was some talk of other expansions possibly being added. Are those still in the works?
Right now, we're working on the ones that you saw there, the Be Not Afraid and stuff like that. But yeah, there's definitely a possibility of more things.
Cool. And I know Ticket to Ride still going strong. Ticket to Ride Pocket.
Yep.
Have those still been performing well for you guys?
They have. I mean, one of the nice things about the Ticket to Ride world, if you will, is that it's always been self-referencing, and so it's like if people learn about it through the board game, like here at GenCon, then they find out, there's a version for it on the iPad or on the iPhone or on Android, and I can go play it. And people were, we kind of got a reputation because we weren't going to do an Android version, and people were really kind of upset about that for a long period of time. And it really was, for us, we went to where we knew we could do a good job with it and that there'd be a market for it. And what changed in the marketplace is, there's now a handful of winners in the Android marketplace where you can say, okay, I don't have to support all of these platforms. I can focus on the ones who are the dominant ones. So let's, so it's Google Play, that sort of stuff, where you can get, to the platforms that matter and the ones that have kind of weeded themselves out and not try and do all these different things. So that's exciting too.
Cool. And how is Memoir doing on Steam?
Memoir on Steam is doing fine. Yeah, we've kind of been focused on other things right now, so there's not been any updates or upgrades for it, but fans still love playing it. So. Cool.
And anything else that's coming in the future?
Nothing that I'm going to tell you about.
Darn it. Okay, well, I had to ask. But
hey, I gave you that.
That's true. That is really cool. I should have not pushed my luck. I apologize.
Eric will probably slap me when he sees this.
Well, cool. Thank you so much for giving us an early look. We look forward to it. We're really excited about it.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.